Ethical wills have a very interesting history, and they actually have their roots in the Jewish tradition. About 800 years ago, you first see letters from fathers to sons that are sort of explanations about how to live a good life, a worthy life, an ethical life. What they are essentially is a container for intentional communication, whether that's of a personal nature or a practical or informational nature that's intended to live beyond the death of its creator. An ethical will is a non-binding document. It's a complement to to a legal will. And it provides the opportunity for people to answer the question, what do I want my loved ones to know and understand? As opposed to what's in the legal will, which is, what do I want them to have? So some people choose to pass on bits of their history, their family history. Other people like to give bits of advice, so words of wisdom, lessons that they've learned over the course of their life. And there are certain circumstances there where someone chooses to use their ethical will to explain an aspect of their legal will. It can explain a decision that's in the estate plan. So for instance, why did I give the gift that I gave to the Hartford Foundation? Why was that important to me? What are the values that it represents? What's the kind of model that I'm trying to provide here? Or something like, why did I give more money to Johnny than I gave to Sally? If there are decisions that are in the estate plan that, if unexplained, would cause problems or conflicts down the road, knowing that you have the opportunity to state your thoughts, your intentions in a non-binding way, can really be a comfort to people. My answer to that is right now. It's the sort of thing I think that everybody, when they hear about the idea, they think, that's a really good idea. And I should do it, but I should do it later. And I don't think that anybody really feels like they're quite ready to create what's essentially their last words. You need to think about an ethical will as a work in progress, because you're a work in progress. And your audience is a work in progress. And if you thought you had to wait till everything got fixed in time, well, that's never going to happen. My suggestion is to start with something really small and something very focused, and put down whatever feels most important for you. And so for many people, that's something very simple, like an expression of gratitude, to be able to say thank you. You meant a lot to me. And even if that's the only thing that somebody said, that's a beautiful thing. You know, you're not in control of the kind of impact your document or recording might have upon other people. In truth, you really don't really know what the impact upon them is going to be. You hope it's going to have a positive influence, and you wouldn't create something like this unless you had something important to say. But in truth, you don't really have control over how they're going to react. But you do have control over yourself. And I can guarantee that the act of creation is incredibly rewarding. And to know that you have said it and done it feels really good. So who benefits from creating an ethical will? First of all, the author.